It could be just after the show, we do a bit of a meet and greet. We often just chat to the girls after the show. And often during that time, I would, not every show, but quite frequently, some girls will ask if I want to go back to the hotel with them or back to their house with them or something like that.
What kind of experience? And can you give me a brief introduction of what the Magic Men Australia is all about and what makes your performances unique?
What Magic Men is all about? Well, it's all about making the women happy. The main goal of everything is about making sure the women are having a good time. So we provide them with entertainment. We also make sure the guys are very welcoming when they get there. So that's pretty much what Magic Men is all about. It's very exciting. You'll see a majority of the women do come in curious, and then they usually leave. They're very chatty, very hyped. You'll see it's very, very exciting. A lot of the times we do get told that it's more beyond what they expected. And I guess that's what Magic Men's about, is we try to go beyond the expectations.
Who of the guys here have received an indecent proposal after the show?
I think we all have.
He is raising his hand. So Jeff, what kind of indecent proposal have you received?
I've got quite a few. It could be just after the show, we do a bit of a meet and greet. We often just chat to the girls after the show. And often during that time, I would, not every show, but quite frequently, some girls will ask if I want to go back to the hotel with them or back to their house with them or something like that. And I, again, just remind them, like, look, we have to keep it professional. I'm here for the performance only. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of those proposals. There has occasionally been some crazy ones. Some people can act very crazy when they feel the heat. Then they start acting. Some people can act wild.
Some
really
people,
wild.
yes, very crazy.
Yeah.
I saw Nick also. Yes.
It's essentially the same proposals, just in much more, inappropriate ways, if that makes sense.
Right. Jeff, what are the things that you do before you come to a country to get to know your audience a little bit better?
Well, I'm just going to use last year's Canadian tour as an example. Before I went, I did look up the market for this sort of industry and if there was much of an industry there, and I saw the quality there. I then realized that Magic Men was well and truly above all leagues of the industry, similar industries over there, and I had no worries at all. I feel like in terms of preparation, our show alone is the preparation. It's pretty much what we've been doing. So I knew that they were going to be a great audience. And similar with Philippines, I understand that this sort of thing isn't so frequent. So I'm very confident that it's going to create a big wow factor. It's probably going to be very exhilarating to have something like this in the Philippines.
In general, the Philippines is a very Hollywood audience-centric nation, therefore very American. But you boys clearly take pride in being Australian. What makes the Aussie man sexier than the Hollywood type men we're used to watching? I mean, like, personally, me, I've met a few boys from Oz on vacation here in Manila, and for me, it's really the accent that's very sexy. I like the Australian accent the most. But what do you guys have over the Hollywood type, that the Filipinos are very, very used to? What makes an Aussie man different? Let's go back to Jeffrey.
That's a really good question, G3. What makes an Aussie man sexy? Well, apart from the accents, I would say that it's our sense of humor more than anything. I think Australians have a unique sense of humor that a lot of people can get by and get a good feeling out of. That's why everywhere I've personally traveled, I get a lot of compliments, not just for my accent, but just a lot of people in general say that myself and other Australians are very laid back and easygoing, and we know how to have a good laugh at things, and we don't take things too seriously. So I would say that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us sexy, our sense of humor.